Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK community. This is Fortunate coming at you. We are now sitting on December 26th, 2022, which means our 56th podcast with you all. We're very excited to be here with you tonight, just as we are every other night. Not much more for me. Going to pass the floor over to our wonderful founder, Mr. Atlas.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Fortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday 26th, we are very happy to be here with all of you. And if you're here live, you'll be able to see the screen. We are going to be giving away 121 ARK this evening to one lucky winner. Yesterday on the podcast, we gave away 113. The day before, 111. The day before, 109. It's just been growing. The first giveaway was 32 ARK. So, guys, we love to do this for our community. We think it's a great way to keep people incentivized, give everyone a chance to win. If you are an investor that's participating by having Bond LP or have any of the legacy NFTs, you have an opportunity really to be here with us and be winning. 1 second, let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. So I think that there shouldn't be too many updates today, but I'll bring Mr. Brett Norton on anyway, see what's happening, see if he has anything he wants to remind us or update us. Go ahead, Mr. Brett.
Oh, thanks, Atlas. Oh, yeah, yesterday, I had quite a few announcements. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In case some of you around yesterday haven't had a chance to listen to the recording, we did have several announcements. There is a new legacy NFT contract. We went ahead and integrated the DAO component for that as we're getting ready and gearing up for putting proposals together and putting them forward to the community, and using a polling and a voting system that we've outlined in a new page in white paper called the ARK DAO, and it's underneath the Legacy tab. Head on there, check out the ARK DAO. It's also been in the TG feed here, popping up, I think, here and there, but we can go ahead and repost that. And also we added a FAQ page to the white paper as well, which is kind of a high level questions and answers. Somebody that's new coming into DeFi or ArkFi for the first time, we try to address some of those questions. If there's some that we missed, or if you have any comments about the ones we posted so far, please send me a DM or hit up one of the admins and they can forward me the question you might have, or that's coming to the top of mind of some of the people that you're talking to when you're discussing ArkFi. Try to make it really high level and beginner friendly. Is DeFi, smart contracts, kind of questions that not everyone may have a grasp of. So hear them a good overview, of the product as well as why this is the time to get involved. Yeah, those were two major things we announced yesterday. We did also see NFT Christmas gift that went just bulk payment to the legacy NFT holders. We're always looking for special ways to add value to legacy NFTs, and also to help promote and incentivize people to take a look at the legacy NFT investment. We know Catalyst has done a really good job at outlining a lot of the benefits, and those rewards are still paying really well. And then obviously the Spark rewards. Catalyst also did another article, which is great, on the Spark rewards and how you can get involved, either using the Bond LP, the foundation contract, or the legacy NFT. You can see that pool is doing very nicely. We've also continued to see growth in the Bond LP staking pool, which is a positive sign. People are catching on, and it's getting their level 1 or saving up to their level 1, using some of their ARK rewards, withdrawals, and then putting them into the foundation to save a little bit on the sales tax, then also to earn that variable reward, get that yield back, but then qualify for those level 1 referral rewards and also Spark. So that's about it. Atlas. Anything else that I might have missed?
No, I think that's great. And also, if any of you folks weren't here yesterday, check out the new FAQ section that Brett did. It's really, really amazing. We enjoyed looking at it yesterday. So look, guys, I think we're ready to give away the rewards. Let me go ahead and check the tally on there. 121. That's quite fantastic. So let's get ready for it. All right. It has been signed and set and paid out. It's going to update here very, very shortly. There we go. 121.45 ARK. Congratulations to the lucky winner. So let's see what's that looks like right now on the what we call the street value, right, of ARK. $697.12. Not a bad day. Quite fantastic. And the winning wallet, it's ending in 1BB. So if any of you here are the winners, let us know. Our admins are preparing the announcement so that we could go ahead and push that out to all of our groups of other investors and let folks, take a look. Maybe they're the lucky winner for this evening. Actually, yesterday was pretty fun. When you weren't here, Brett, already posted. Oh, thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing. Man, round of applause to these guys, man. Admins are on fire over here. We talk a lot about the developers and the core team, but man, the admins have just been doing an amazing job. And interacting with the community, being here on the VCs, answering questions, also in our tech support department, wouldn't be possible without having these guys here. So thank you again, Mr. Brad, Fortunate, and S23. Let's get this crypto. All right. And let me check. Are we, I know we're doing some updates on our Discord that are pretty live when it happens in the announcements channel. Ooh, let's see here. It is actually updating on our Twitter as well. If there's any folks that are here or listening to this recording another time, please do check out our Twitter and follow us. It is ArkFi Invest. So you would have ArkFi, then another I, NVEST. Let me go ahead and post it here in our group. Please do follow and retweet.
Posted, sir.
There we go.
Posted while you were talking about it. Both Discord
Fantastic.
and
yeah, that's the automated system, right? That got incorporated over the weekend.
Oh, these are like it's a touch of fun. These are the magic stickers where, like, if you save the sticker in the collection, you associate it with a command. So you just click on the sticker and it produces the content that you want. Yeah, these are fun.
Yeah, it's really important to be able to get all our information out there on a seamless, instant manner, like we're seeing here with our Discord and a Twitter. as we are going to be doing some Twitter Spaces. I think this Friday coming up, we're going to do a poker game over in our Discord. I've played there before with other investors and friends. It's really fun. It's really good time to hang out. So we'll probably be doing a banner and information about that. Maybe we'll even do a prize. I'm not sure. We still got to think, talk a little more about it and figure it out. But yeah, we like the system being updated this way. And yesterday, Brett, while you went to have your dinner after the recording of the podcast, we had Catalyst help us make the announcement of the double winning, the Christmas bonus for legacy NFT investors. And he had the chat AI actually write the article for us, the copy, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know it could do that.
Oh, it could do a lot of things, man. It could do I mean, some amazing things. I saw this someone asked it, hey, how do I tell my child that Santa isn't real, man? And it's just the way it's like the AI answer, it's really amazing what this thing can do. Kind of scary too. There's two sides to that whole argument of AI. Callis, did you want to comment on that?
I was just going to let Brett know what I seeded the AI with. I simply ask it to put together an announcement to my, I said, craft an announcement to a group of investors regarding a Christmas bonus. And then we just kind of went in and edited it, changed a couple words here and there, added
That's
ArkFi,
cool.
and made it all good.
Yeah. Man, I won't need to write all this anymore. I'm out of a job.
I've had it's actually come up with the title for my last 2 articles on ARK. I've written the articles myself, but I asked it to come up with like an attention-grabbing headline or title, and those are the titles I've gone with.
Wow, that's smart. Really smart. Because that those are going to be at least, machine learning readable and probably a lot more Google friendly, because it's coming from that. I don't know what AI engine it is, but is it Google's AI engine or some kind of suggestive response engine that they have, or is it from Telegram?
No, I think it's from the guys that did ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's called OpenAI company. Yeah. There's people that are making businesses right now, putting on Fiverr, hey, hire me to give you a product description. So they'll take your money, right, on Fiverr. They'll turn around to the chat AI, and it'll do all of the product, like perfect, amazing product descriptions. There's a lot of folks turning that into serious cash. A lot of stuff happening in that sector, and yeah, man, we want to see if we can have it write some Medium articles for us too, for ARK. We'll spend some time on there.
As well. You can ask it to write, if you write an article yourself, you can ask it to write it at a particular reading level or a particular grade level to make it more, easily understandable. Obviously, it's perfect as an editor as well. But I believe it can do translations too into other languages.
It's insane. And there's another one that connects to it called Whistle, and that one actually will take audio and then turn it into text to feed the chat AI. And some people are doing that, like with like Gary Gensler's speeches and kind of trying to measure and understand what's happening in the markets when he talks and how and what words had an effect, which would cause a dump, right? So really, really cool stuff. So
fascinating.
We want to connect to it. It is fascinating. I mean, ideally in a perfect world, the AIs and the robots could do all the work, and we could go spend our time doing fun stuff and entertain each other. But yeah, I think we're very far from that, and we could end up in the Terminator movie kind of situation, fighting the robots.
I had another comment on the legacy NFTs we were talking about last night on the chat. Somebody asked me what the APR was, and I quoted the 146, but I actually did the fine math today. And prior to the Christmas bonus giveaway, we were at an APR of 142, but because we had a Christmas bonus injection or disbursement, that pushed our APR up to 150. So you have an APR of 150% on those legacy NFTs, regardless of tier.
That is massive, man.
Yeah, that's better than like stablecoin pools and stuff that I'm seeing. Most of those are in the 50s range. 100% APR is killing it right now.
Indeed.
Hey, Catalyst, how's the I haven't had a chance to analyze the legacy NFT rewards pool. How is that? Is that growing with that buy sell fee that's flowing in there?
It's hit or miss. Some days it actually shrinks a little bit just by 1% or 2. Other days it'll grow, by 4 or 5%. Obviously, we want to see it grow by at least 2% a day, right?
Yeah.
So I've been tracking that. Early on when we were selling more NFTs, this was prior to launch. We were having massive growth just off of the minting of the NFTs. But I'm actually on a Peloton bike right now. Otherwise, I'd pull up my chart and you could see the daily growth or daily decay. But it's not much. I mean, it's overall it's doing well. I think it's healthy.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that, as time goes on, that cell tax is going to become more impactful as the wallet sizes grow as well, and we didn't have the buy tax, the 1.5% buy tax for the pre-sale. So we've seen whatever comes in, has come in since launch has been buy, not as many sales. The sales volume has been, over the last couple of days higher than the buy volume. But as those wallet sizes grow, as the sales grow, then that 1.5% is going to grow along with it. So it should scale. So as long as the legacy NFT holder numbers don't skyrocket overnight, those rewards could be significant and continue to grow into that pool.
Agreed. And like I said, I'm not worried about it. I think it is overall healthy and growing at a nice rate. But there's been a couple of days where we've had some negative growth.
A little slower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as we see these spark prize pools are going to keep going up about the same. These things keep creeping up as well. And I saw your article. You had the percent growth, day over day. That was kind of cool to see as well.
Yeah, we had a nice jump today over yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and those as the wallet sizes grow, those compound values grow. So the more that gets sent up to the Guardian, and the more that ends up in that Spark pot. So along with the number of wallets we have in the system and all of that, so we should see this continue to rise. I don't expect it to flatten out anytime soon, just with the the growth of the principal balances and how much available rewards are going into everyone's wallets.
The Spark rewards go into the pending deposits bucket, correct?
Prior to receiving them into your principal balance, you have to do an allocation.
Got it.
Did you win?
Oh, no, I haven't won.
Oh, I was excited for you.
Congratulations to whoever did win. If I won, you
Yeah.
guys would know it. I'd definitely let
All
you
right.
know.
Yeah, I didn't win. Gotta keep putting in more entries, right?
Yeah, well, I announced yesterday on the chat that I purchased $250 worth of bond for my wife for Christmas. So maybe she
Oh.
won. I got to check. I should check her wallet.
Yeah. That's cool. Smart.
Everybody
gift.
gets really quiet. You notice that
The
nobody
gift
has questions
comes
when
in.
we're doing Spark. Everybody's checking their wallets.
I know.
It's kind of funny.
Everybody goes and looks at their dashboards. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of money. A lot of money.
We haven't found out who won yesterday, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard.
Silent winner. That's okay.
Yeah, perhaps they haven't noticed yet.
Yeah, we really didn't know what this would, grow into. But these spots are really nice.
Yeah, we hoped they would be substantial. And I didn't really have an exact idea, right? We didn't know how it would play out, how big it would grow. But I think our intention was definitely to see something at this level. But even I'm surprised. I think it's quite a lot for just really 8 days, right? That we have here live on the project.
Yeah.
So
I think
Yeah.
what's really cool about it is, these rewards they were all going to the Guardian wallet initially, so they're all staying in the vault. But if we take half and then we pay them out through this, this Spark pool and the prize, they still stay in the ARK vault. They're still going back into the ARK. So it's healthy for the system. It's a huge benefit for whoever wins, because obviously their wallet's going to get lit up overnight. Their rewards bonuses are going to go much higher depending on the size of the wallet. But yeah, it's kind of a nice win-win. It's a real true decentralized way to do this. And yeah, I couldn't have hoped for it to turn out any better, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Absolutely. Great opportunity for really everybody that wants to come in.
Yeah, and
So,
it's providing that incentive, like Catalyst bought the 250 bond for his wife for Christmas. It's providing that incentive to add that liquidity to the system, which is much needed as well. So that bond LP is very helpful to the overall health of the system. And then using these rewards that would otherwise just go back into the ARK vault, which is fine. They're going back into the ARK vault, but they're going into somebody's system that's gonna give them a much faster return. So it's kind of a win-win all around.
I totally
Absolutely.
agree. I love how it stays in the ecosystem. I just checked my wife's wallet. She did not win either. So no winners at this household.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
That's a great thing. Every day is another opportunity. And as we grow and we do split the pots or divide it into 3 different winners, I think that that just improves everybody's chances so much more. But we have a lot of work still to do. We're going to be working on a continuing an extensive AMA tour as well, working on some marketing materials, videos explaining what is ARK, what is DeFi, and giving you folks the tools to to be able to put this out there and tell your friends and coworkers. James at the water cooler, he wants to hear about ARK. I think everybody would be smart for them to take a little time and learn a little bit. Come spend some time with us and make a decision, right? So really looking forward to that. I think these past couple of days have been great to fine tune the UI, some tech support, explain things to people, and the team's been really amazing on listening to that feedback and coming with these solutions. We had someone that was kind of complaining a bit about the tax for the auto allocation. We've talked about this a little bit before as well. I mean, no one's forced to use that system. They could do it manually, and if they were to do it manually and they missed out on a couple hours, it would actually cost, I think, a lot more. Depending on their investment, could be substantially a lot more than what the current tax fees are. To pay for that the transaction, and we cannot put it so low right now until we really have data understanding how somebody who has maybe, let's say, a very big syndicate or is part of a big syndicate, their tax, their transaction gas fees are substantially different than others. So we need time to really see that data to see how that plays out as people grow and be able to develop a system here in house to come closer to what your actual transactions on a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month basis is, and be able to get that up front. So until we have that, we do have to continue with the current allocation fees, and there's really nothing we can do at this time to change that. And again, there is nobody that's forced to use auto allocation. It's really up to every investor. But we do have the intentions in the future to make it more tailored and suitable to what you're actually spending. So I just want to give a little update on that, guys, because it is important as some people are looking at it and making some comments. And it's just logical sense. If you know, forget to do your action, exactly at the right time, each day, manually, that could probably, equal a loss of gains that would far outweigh, I think, the cost of the gas, right? Did you want to add anything to that, Brett? Or you think that's pretty much it on that part?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We just need some time to, as you said, build some history around it, so that we're making it as efficient as possible and as user friendly as possible. I think that part of the system will probably be getting a lot more attention over the next couple of weeks as we've kind of gotten through most of the little UI upgrades that everybody was asking for. Now we're getting into things that may need to be relayed out and consider new fields and how those fit in the UI and the design layouts are make it that it costs more time for us to put those together and think through. And we also have to we have team discussions about is that a piece of information valuable, and if it is, where's it going to go, and then how do we display it. And so it involves, Gordy and myself and Alex and Rebecca. So it's a team effort. And as the requests go through our first filter, we talk through those things and then we figure out a plan of action. And it's just not something we, jump into, make a change for, and then, regret it later or something. Maybe have to pull something out. It didn't work. It doesn't look good. Didn't make sense to do. So yeah, we have to consider the larger factors, the larger items a little more carefully.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big responsibility, and we need to ensure that if we're going to take that responsibility on behalf of the investors, that we won't fall short. I saw that happen actually in a project, earlier this year, where they were losing money, a lot of money through their auto allocation, and they made an announcement they had to turn it off. And I have one friend that was an investor in that project with a very, very large, substantial amount invested, and he didn't, see that post or pin for about 3-4 days, and it cost him quite a lot of pain. Poor guy. So he was definitely upset. So these are things that you don't want to mess with, and you don't want to try to be cheap and cut corners, for a couple of cents if it's going to really, have an impact and affect just any investor. One investor is already too much. So yeah, we thank you guys for your understanding and patience on that. That'd be good to bring it up in the podcast. So if anyone's listening, maybe it's been on their mind. We've come and addressed it for you, and we'll be, as we have more data, we'll be coming back and updating you as to what the plan is and how we want to go ahead and definitely make it more adjusted to what you're actually spending through your transactions on a daily basis. Let me think if there's anything else that we want to share here with you guys. I can't think of anything. Does anyone have a question or a comment?
I'll make a comment concerning the auto allocation there. I have a friend of mine, his wallet's underneath mine, and he was doing the math as well as I was on it, okay. And for using round numbers, he said, well, for 7 days, if I just do the single compounds, it's only like $3 worth of B&B. So yeah. And we did the math on the auto allocation. He said, well, it's like almost $9. And I said, yeah, but if you forget it once, how quickly will that $9 disappear with one reward out of it? And he said, no, I'll just do it. And then it was 2 days in and he forgot. It was like 6.5 hours before he had realized. And he said, I lost all that. It was well worth the $9. I should have done the $9 the week at a time.
Way.
So it doesn't click sometimes to realize it only takes a few minutes here and there to forget. And all of a sudden you're well past your 24-hour timeline.
Sheesh. Yeah, you had to tell him. You're
I know. I told him.
to pick up pennies. You're stepping on dollars, man, to pick up
Yeah,
those pennies.
exactly. It's pennies, and
man.
and I've heard a lot of comments and seen over different groups as far as different places talking about all these little pennies and how much this and that, but it's pennies when you're looking at rewards. If you forget, it's a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some big teams here, and those transaction fees, they're there. So you have to equate, and until, like I said, we have that data, it's at this point impossible for us to be able to gauge the actions of everybody on a like a rolling period, right? So unfortunately, we have to do the right thing. And yes, it is a bit expensive when you add it all up. But when you think about the overall picture and what it means, like what just happened to your friend, oh man,
Yeah.
what a story! It already happened.
I 100% agree. His loss, but he learned.
Yeah, that's generally in this business, right? those lessons, they cost you, but once you learn the lesson, you say, hey, I'm gonna be conservative. I'm gonna do the right thing, and I think a lot of people will be happy once we have that data. I think there's no doubt in anyone's mind that we'll be able not just to do it lower, but to tailor it. It's the idea that we're going for here. If
Right.
my transactions are really low, I should pay really low. If they're really high, then I'll pay really high. Um, Not just a lower fee where everybody can kind of fit in. So I think that's a great ambitious milestone to be able
I think most
to
of us.
incorporate that.
Yeah, I think most of us are looking forward to it as well. So
Yeah. But until then, we keep investing, we keep growing, we keep earning, and somebody keeps winning every single day here on the Spark. So
it
really
hasn't
happy
been me yet.
for these people are. Yet. See, that's the right way to
Yeah.
say it. It's coming.
Yeah.
When you least expect it. Oh, speaking about when you least expect it, but actually early, man's always, ahead of the game. Coach Roberto. Well, he just maybe got knocked out. Hey, coach, we see you. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. 7 minutes early. We're looking forward to you coming. I don't know if you can see the screen that I'm sharing, coach.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Okay, cool. Let me explain to you what if you go to the bottom, right, you see the bottom of the page right here. I'm gonna highlight it for you today. Yeah, just about 27 minutes ago, we gave away 121.45 ARK right here on the right side. That was
Mm-hmm.
today, and that's what we call a street value price of $697.12. It might have been you. We gave away yesterday 113 ARK, 111 the day before that. By the way, Merry Christmas. Hope
Yeah,
you're,
okay.
you're
Happy holidays.
thank you, man.
I'm
Thank
I'm
you.
actually up in Asheville visiting
Okay.
my family, and it's cold.
Hey, that's good for a change, man.
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees.
Wow. Wow. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, everybody's
I think
fine.
I met your mom. I think I met your mom many years ago one time. I'm pretty sure I
Maybe.
did. I think I did. Yeah. Yeah. I hope she's well, man. You're with
Yeah,
her?
she's good. Yeah, she. I was with her for about 4 days and yesterday, and she's coming up to the mountain to Asheville today, tomorrow morning.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful. And where is that? Asheville? I don't think I know where that is.
Asheville, North Carolina.
LC. Okay.
It, it's
Cool.
that it's one of the like most visited cities in the U.S. It's up in the
Got it.
mountains, kind of cool, hippie-ish, high end.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's super nice.
Nice, man. So do you see on the screen those wallets, the last four digits, do they match up with any of your wallets? I can actually check for you. Let me see here, coach. Um, let me see, because I don't have it on this sheet, but I do have
Hey,
one of my
coach.
sheets. I'd have to dig. The
I
happy
can't,
coach, yes.
I can't see it.
You can't see it. Hold on.
I can't
Let
see the number.
me.
It's too small.
It ends in BB.
Yeah, but it could have been any of the days because I don't think he's checked. I don't think
Oh,
he he knows about. Did Brad ever tell you about the Spark rewards? No, yours is ending, coach, in 977. So let me look through our little thing here. I found your wallet. No, you haven't won yet, coach. But
No,
you know,
yeah.
when you do and you log into the D app, it'll your wallet will appear green, and
Mm-hmm.
that way you'll know that you won. Or you could just come to the home page and you could check. I'm going to send you the link to the home page
Okay.
on your Telegram. So every day you can kind of check it out and see if you won because it's a substantial prize. That's a
Mm-hmm.
nice little. Now it's not money you can just cash in and walk away with. It gets deposited into your ARK Vault account, so you're going to start earning more because now you have a more substantial investment of these ARK tokens in there for you. But a great part. Let's see here. Have you been doing your allocations manually, coach, or you've been doing it
I have it automatic.
with the auto? Okay, but you've checked it. Just make sure everything's going
Yeah,
well.
I checked this going up.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And any question you can call, Coach Brad. He's always available and
Mm-hmm.
there to answer any of your questions, man.
Good, that's
Yeah,
great.
let's get this crypto.
Yeah, let's. This might be a silly question, but Coach's wallet is eligible, correct? He's got bond or a legacy NFT.
Currently
Actually,
not bond or legacy
he does-
NFT. It's not something he's delved into yet.
oh, okay, Coach. Yeah, you don't qualify yet. We'll have to explain that to you.
Okay.
How to
All right.
qualify. You have two options, but yeah, we don't. Most of the people here already know that. So why don't we get right into it, man? You ready to come and get us breathing,
Yeah,
calm, cool, and
yeah.
connected to the breath and relaxing? Cool. Let's go.
Okay, so the I guess the first session we had, we talked about the three skills of mastering the breath, and the first one is consciousness or awareness, becoming aware that you're actually not breathing, that the breath is really breathing us. So that's really the first. I'm going to be like every time like teaching like one different breath technique, probably for the next 25 weeks or 21 weeks. But the first one is breath awareness, which is just being mindful how the breath is breathing us. It's observing the breath, witnessing it, looking for subtle details in it. We call it the meditative awareness. It's what the Buddha was doing when he became enlightened. He was watching the breath. Most of the time we're not conscious of our breathing. It's kind of happening outside of our awareness. So to kind of like compensate for this and regain a certain balance and stillness, we need to meditate on our breathing. So how do we do this? Through breath awareness. We can do it anytime, anywhere, for a minute or two, or for an hour or more. So the more conscious we become of our breath, the more conscious we become of everything. Our thoughts, our feelings, our habits, our patterns, our posture, our behavior. So the more aware we become of our breathing, the more aware we become of life, everything around us. So the more breath awareness we have, the more benefits we gain from our conscious breathing practice. So always put some time to breathe. Do a breathing meditation. 10 minutes is good, 20 minutes is better. Just don't be disturbed or interrupted. Always put some time for yourself afterwards so you can move and stretch. If you have to write a journal, whatever it is. Never underestimate the value of the simple practice. It has both immediate and cumulative benefits. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to practice breath awareness. So it's that you're not doing the breathing. You're not breathing in any way. So everybody just relax, let it all go. Sit, either lay down or just sit down. See if you can relax your shoulders, relax your body, relax your legs. And just let the breath breathe you. Just keep allowing the breath to come and go by itself the way it wants. You're just an impartial observer, a detached witness. If the breath is moving through the nose, focus your attention on the feelings and sensations in your nostrils or the tip of your nose as the air passes in and out. Just keep noticing. If you're breathing through the mouth, notice the feelings and sensations of the air as it passes over your lips and tongue, the roof of your mouth and your throat. You can also focus on the feelings and sensations in your chest, on your belly as the breath moves in and out. Just keep relaxing. Just be aware of what moves in your body when you breathe. When your mind wanders or gets caught up in the thinking, or something else pulls your attention away, just keep coming back to your breathing. Just keep your focus on your next breath. So when feelings and sensations in your body are distracting you, notice if they're distracting you now. Notice how they affect the breathing. Just keep noticing. What are you feeling right now in your body? Any sensations, any emotions, or movements that you might be noticing? Also notice where in your body that's happening. Maybe you want to describe your breathing pattern. Are you breathing real slow? Is it quick? Is it deep? Is it shallow, smooth, chaotic? Is it forced? Is it natural? Is it effortless? So if the breathing is the language of the soul, if your breathing reflects and expresses your relationship to life, what does your breathing pattern tell you about yourself and your attitude toward life? And just keep relaxing, keep observing. Just be aware. There's nothing to do. So this is the first breath to really master, where the breath is breathing you. So that's it for tonight. And
Awesome, man. Wow. Can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of for me very shocking because I realize I'm breathing very, very shallow,
mm-hmm.
not going in at all deep, um, and it's almost like just going to the back of my throat and then coming right back out. It's kind of scary. That doesn't seem, I think, good.
Yeah. So that's awesome. It's noticing that, right? And then the next step is relaxation, and the third step is like shifting your breath, taking control of it through either the 20 breath technique that I've been teaching or any breath that I'll teach you. You start taking control of the breath, and now you're controlling the breath to either breathe deeper, wider, faster, whatever you need at the moment. But if you can't do breath awareness, it's like it becomes let's call it a little harder, right? Like, so the more you're aware, the more you become aware of how you're not relaxing, how you're not breathing correctly. You become more aware of what's going on in the whole world around you from you guys are you have to be very aware of what you're creating, right? So the more you become aware of the breath, the more you become aware of maybe some of the mistakes that you might be doing, or something that just a little thing that will make a big difference. So that's it. That's all I can.
Absolutely, man. Great job. Thank you always, Coach, for your commitment. You always walk in integrity. You always show up, and love it always about you, man. Thank you
And
for being here with us on these Mondays. Does anyone have a question for Coach?
Yeah,
Maybe want to
yeah.
share what
Can
they
I,
noticed
can I,
in their breathing?
yeah, can I
Yes, sir.
give a little opinion,
Thank you.
if you don't mind, Atlas?
Yes, sir. Go right
Yeah,
ahead.
so Coach, the last month I got married, and as you know, wedding days can be very stressful. And every time we'd have a mishap or we'd have issues where things would be delayed or a hotel room doesn't get booked for a relative, I would have these panic attacks. And every time I'd have these panic attacks, yeah, I get reminded of box breathing. So I'd go into breathing mode and work on my prana. And
wow,
and I had some of your pre-recordings as well when we were doing previous sessions. So I'd listen to your things over and over again. So I appreciate the energy you provide, sir.
awesome. That's like becoming aware of what's going on and then shifting your breath. So you're practicing, not practicing. You're living the three skills.
Mm-hmm.
You become aware, and then you relax a little, and then you're shifting your breath patterns through the box breathing to shift the way you're feeling and being present in the moment.
Absolutely.
So
I think what happens is when you get like married or you have these sorts of proposals in life, you get left in the future a lot, and you're thinking about tomorrow, day after, the next hour,
yeah,
the next minute, and those are moments when you have to be in the moment, right, Coach? And then
yes,
that's when
sir.
you need to
Mm-hmm.
breathe. So when I would take the big deep breaths, then I would enjoy the now, and
Mm-hmm.
that's something I appreciate that you kind of taught us, because if you don't appreciate the now, then you will never appreciate anything really. You would always
Yeah.
be left past your future.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely. No, it's been a beautiful end of the year, Coach. We worked hard as a team. We've got to 4.7 million market cap. We've done a bunch of different things. We launched, and we had you as support every week. So I hope this is a ritual that continues, and you're always here to give us some knowledge.
Is the breath, the
Hmm.
breath that is the medicine, the teacher. I'm
Absolutely.
I'm just creating the space for it to support you.
Yeah, no, that's the ambition of the team. Atlas will say the same thing. What we want to do is we want people to have passive income. We want people to spend more time with their loved ones, to be able to breathe and take a deep breather and not worry too much about the past, present, or future, but enjoy the now.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Love it.
So touch wood. Hopefully you have a great ride with us. I think it's been a month since I've heard your voice, so I hope to see you regularly now.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else that wants to share what they were able to observe during the breath? Anything positive or negative?
I was
Everything good.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was hoping we were going to do a technique tonight, because I actually got Rosie to do it with me. She wasn't interested before, but I asked her to join in this evening, and she did. But we both did it. I said, "Did you feel anything from that?" And she just said, well, it was exactly the same for both of us. Very relaxed, clear-headed, peaceful. I noticed I was breathing very opposite to you, Atlas. I was breathing very deep, which I don't think I usually do. I think that's because I was very relaxed. But yeah, I got Rosie to join us. She would usually be asleep by now. That's why she never does. But perhaps next week, if she's still awake, she'll join in again.
That's awesome that you're doing that with your kids. Unbelievable.
It's his girlfriend. Rosie's his girlfriend.
The
Yeah.
girlfriend. The girlfriend.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of folks here that do have children. I know Juan has some children. But they might be in bed. Juan, did you notice anything when you became aware of how the breath was breathing you?
Yeah, if even as lately I've been trying to consciously take super big, nice, fulfilling deep breaths, but kind of like you were saying, Atlas, a little bit, but I've been noticing, and even more so in the moment right now when I kind of slowed down and just focused on my breath, is usually I just fill up 100% maximum capacity and then release it. But lately I seem to be kind of maybe getting to 65% ish and feeling some resistance. And I was just really feeling, feed up your body. Yeah, and I was just feeling that resistance there, a little bit, and being conscious of it, and then kind of maybe easing my way through it or whatnot. So that's what I felt for sure.
Cool, man.
Yeah, cool, Juan.
Awareness. Man, great lesson today, Coach. Great lesson. That sometimes we just have to pay attention, and that in itself is a huge exercise.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. Well, I think we're done for the session for the breathing. I do want to keep it short tonight. I said that yesterday. We were on for like 6 hours, Coach. we stayed on till really late. It was a small crowd here. Great guys that are investors, and a lot of them, through time have become even friends. So it was nice to share with everybody. It was cool. But yeah, tonight definitely. I got to do something early in the morning. So for myself, I do want to get some rest early tonight. But Z, do you have something you want to share?
Yeah,
With the DeFi knowledge?
I do. In fact, could I share my screen? I want to show people the new Discord.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
when we started and we did the Spark Rewards, we saw how it updated over the Twitter.
Yes.
Because I do have that up on my page. But yeah, go ahead, share the screen, and I hope you do that more with the articles and the things. That's generally how I enjoy before watching your streams. So I gotta make my screen bigger so I can see. Okay. And let's see if Friday we do a poker game on Discord, Mr. Z. Hello, are you there?
Can you hear me now? Yep.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yes, I
You
can
can hear
hear
me
you.
now? Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
we will play a bunch of poker. We'll play every Friday. We will have chess, we'll have trivia. I want this to be the new DeFi home for a lot of people here. So I'm gonna kind of explain some things that we've updated. But can you
Great.
guys see the screen? Alice, are you able to see the
Perfect.
screen?
Yeah, very clear. Looks amazing.
Amazing. So guys, this I want in the next few weeks. I want this to be our new home. There's a few features that we've put into it. So if you go to the announcements, this is going to be like sort of manual announcements for Discord that we make. We have a Telegram announcement bot, so you won't have to go in between Telegram and Twitter and stuff. This can be your all-in-one place. So all Telegram announcements and Twitter announcements will take place all here in the updates subcategory in Discord. And then we have our sort of general chat, our media, memes, the usual sort of you can say things, and then we have our voice channels here. There's going to be a gaming voice channel, so that's where we'll plug in and play some poker, and get the crowd together. Because what happens is when everyone's me and Atlas used to have our deep discussions when we used to play a game of poker, and we'd have other folks from other parts of DeFi, and that's how ideas sort of storm in. So we'll make sure that you are playing here, and there's a lounge here 24/7. And there's this new part here that I've added called the crypto streets. This is where we have sort of followed the best you can say Twitter handles, and instead of everyone doing things separately, we can all look into crypto Twitter together and find articles and find narratives that will impact us in Binance Smart Chain with BNB Chain, or if we're looking to expand into other things, we can all sort of look into crypto Twitter together. Then we have the crypto news handle where we will basically, you'll have the latest. So you see here Cardano's in the news right now, XRP's in the news. Then what I've done is I've got crypto YouTube here. And in this channel, we will have the latest. So people like Elio Trade, focus like ForexXO. These are big DeFi sort of individuals. Invest Answers, another one. These are people that I personally chose. I feel they give real insights into DeFi, and as we so all the latest videos and YouTubes will be here. Then the last channel I'll have is DeFi Links. This is where, before I give my my sort of podcast talks, and whenever sort of we're discussing what's happening on the crypto streets, you'll have my latest links within this. Now the next two subcategories are going to be pretty interesting, because when we feel that when someone joins ARK and basically gets lost in the API and sort of the many technical sides, they can come into ARK info, and luckily we with Jimmy Cash. If Jimmy Cash are here, kudos for all the updates. So we have Jimmy Cash, we have Curios, we got Akash. Like, these are folks that have been helping me in the background settle these information links, and especially since Brett updated the white paper a little bit, we've also updated all the channels. So Legacy NFT, FAQs, ARK Vault, price stability, syndicate. We'll have all the information sort of like updated here. And then there's additional information on things like taxation, TR flow, ARK Treasury, bond boost. These are things that could be a bit complex for the normal mind to read, but as we sort of go through these tutorials, you'll be able to do things in a much sufficient manner, and Jimmy Cash has done a really good job organizing that. So this is the new thing, and hopefully this is where we have our, you can say, like, once we've done our podcast, this is a place where people can hang out, listen to music, be able to talk DeFi, and find links, find relevant links. And there's many functions in Discord, as in like the gaming side, the YouTube sharing side, where we can all have movie nights together. We can watch YouTube streams together, and keep educating ourselves. And every week, I will come and share my screen and be able to show you guys new updates to it, and we can sort of expand it here. We do take up suggestions. If anyone has any suggestions, you can easily open a ticket up, and we would like notify you that we're reading through your suggestion, and then we'll also take commands, we'll take actions. And the last thing that we've also updated here is commands. So now you can put like a /tag price, /tag compound, /tag available rewards. You can look into these things, and we've created tags. So maybe in the next you can say discussion, I'll sort of give you guys all the tags there. But yeah, Discord is something that that Atlas knows I'm really passionate about, because you can do multi-faceted things here. You can hold AMA. So we have a AMA sort of place here. So when we do our partnerships and stuff, hopefully we can bring them here, and we can really cause a big scene here. But that's as brief as I can put it. Anyone has any questions thus far? Atlas, what do you think?
Well, I think this is fantastic. What's been done. We've put so much focus here in Telegram into the contracts and the UI that we kind of failed a bit on keeping up with Discord and Twitter, but now that it's time to really grow and get out there to as many investors as possible, we understand that Discord is massive. I think even much bigger than Telegram for an investor base, and they're generally, I think, more sophisticated, educated, analytical people looking for serious investment opportunities. So, this is really, really important, and I'm very proud of you guys. Shout out to Jimmy Cash as well for helping us out, and also to Krios for doing the Twitter uh, feed as well, because these are platforms that we need to capitalize on. We need to dominate and come here and these folks, we know a lot of them, right, that they will not go to Telegram. They just they will not leave Discord for any reason. And there's
Yep.
folks that won't leave Telegram to go to Discord. Um they don't want to spend the time and get used to another system. It could be like someone going from an iPhone to an Android phone, right? Not everybody wants to go through that. However, we encourage people to do so. I first started in crypto with Discord.
Mhm.
So I had to transition over to Telegram, but now I actually do like Telegram quite a lot. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think if you're able to manage both, it's a great thing. Discord is just like you're seeing here and you're showing. There's so much more depth to it.
Mhm.
Information, organization. It's not just one long chat that you see here. So if you can really find information, and when these communities start to really build and catch fire, it's amazing what can happen. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that, um,
Yeah,
Z.
absolutely. So what I would like to say is when we start to build our referrals and you guys want to train your teams, you'll need a place to do your talking. You'll need a place to like build your rapport. And we've done this with Discord where we create roles, and as we create roles, we can assign you a, let's say for example, a syndicate role. And as you have a syndicate role, you're able to unlock subcategories for your folks, and that's where you can do your team building, and that's where you can sort of open up a voice chat. Like the thing with Telegram, I love Telegram because of its simplicity. But when it comes to team building and everyone wants their own space to do their voice chats, and they want to share their screen, they want in multiple ways. That's when Discord comes in handy, and you're able to share your screen and have and then we'll also open up private rooms where if you want to have sort of one-to-ones and not be part of the crowd, then we can also manage that. So Discord becomes a multifaceted tool in that way. So as we get bigger in our communities, remember guys, like Bored Ape and all the big sort of utility tokens all have active Discords, and they have an active voice chat, an active video chat, and that's what we want to do here. And soon you'll be able to do the price tracking of Ethereum, Bitcoin, BNB, and even ARK all here. We're working on that bot side. So yeah, it's much more interactive than you think. And the more you spend time on Discord, the more you stay here. You learn about your Twitter updates, you learn about the latest YouTube videos, and then your folks are also having a complete experience alongside you. And then, and especially when we have the bots, when we start to have applications like when we're playing poker, when we're watching YouTube together, it brings a you can say a group collective consciousness. And soon, once I'm done with the podcast, then I'll come here and we'll continue the conversation about DeFi. We'll continue the conversation about things. So yeah, this thing is going to bring a bunch of new interactions to us. So I'd like you guys to spend more time here. Check out our Twitter, check out our YouTube, and keep and whenever your friends and family, whoever you're bringing in as a syndicate member or referral, send them to the Discord and go and let them go through ARK info. where you're going to have all the information from the ecosystem, from the foundation, how bonds work, how legacy NFTs work, general FAQs. These are important sort of suggestions that'll make it easier for you to like explain to your team. And as you have, you know, your voice chat and stuff, you can go through it with them, alongside them. So those are a few different things, Atlas, but there's much more to come.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll see if we can also do a contest, like a giveaway for because one of the cool things is that you can generate referral links. So whoever brings the most people here to the Discord, because we do want to get some movement, some traction over. We could do a giveaway for that, and maybe we do a prize for the Friday night, you know, poker and stuff like that. And you know, there's just so many great people in Discord that we can, you know, onboard into ARK and create these, you know, relationships the same way we have here. So it's a whole nother world that I find to be very, very, very serious. And you know, ARK is a very serious project. I think it deserves this platform and those investors from Discord to really do their due diligence, spend time with us. But you know, we have to, like anything else, you have to present yourself correctly and be organized, and they will come here to the server, and I believe, you know, be impressed with the work that's been done. I mean, this thing's been collecting dust, I think, for like probably 6, 7, yeah, probably like 7 months, easily. Yeah, 6, 7 months it's been sitting here collecting dust. We had it built way back then, but it needed content, just like anything, right? You need content, you need the information, and you know, you need a place that people want to be at, and they want to, you know, interact in. And you know, unfortunately, sometimes we all know that if you go into an empty Telegram or you go into like an empty Discord, that's a turn off right away for a lot of investors. Oh, there's nobody here. This has to, you know, not be good, right? So a lot of people play these games where they bought it and they bring all this, you know, fake volume and stuff, and sometimes you got to fake it to make it to reach those level. But I think, you know, we can come up with better alternatives, like doing something organic with our community and doing a giveaway so that they get involved. And you know, let's leverage the community we have here in Telegram to, I think, start to look professional over on Discord, because you know exactly what I mean, right? Z, like you go into a Discord and there's like 10 people there, you're like, what? Get me out of here. Don't waste my time, bro. Get out of here. Yeah, so yeah, let's leverage ourselves.
What I want is the next few weeks where we have 2,000 to 3,000 members on Telegram. I want to see 1,000 members on Discord in the next few weeks and months, because then that creates a real interaction. It becomes a place where, I mean, instead of going separately to our Twitter, separately to our Telegram for announcements, you can do it all in one place, right? It becomes the base point. So that's what I want. I want 1,000 folks from Telegram to start to interact with Twitter. I mean, and start to interact with Discord. And I think it will become an all-in-one place, and also Discord has the function of doing podcasts. The Telegram podcast we can do directly from here as well. So that's something we're working on as well, where we can have it all in one place, where Telegram, Discord, and Twitter meets at one space, and that's something we're working on. So yeah, hopefully we get to 1,000 members in the next few weeks and months. And then we catch fire and people will want their DeFi knowledge from here. People will want the latest updates from here. They will bring their syndicate members, their referrals, all here to get their education. And remember, the mods here are pretty active. So me, Jimmy Cash, Krios, and others, and Brett has been pretty active as well. We'll always be able to answer questions here in an interactive fashion, and not just have DMs all the time. So that'll be pretty cool.
May I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So I just joined, and then I'm the 250th member in the Discord channel. Discord server. Yes. How about the like a language specific channel? Like right now, Telegram has a Korean Telegram group and then more Italian Telegram
Yeah,
group. But do you have a plan to have that channel?
absolutely, absolutely. Right now, me, Jimmy Cash, and Krios have a meeting tomorrow, and what the meeting is specifically about is where our where you could say our crowds are from, like as in which regions. So right now, I believe we have a Chinese, Korean following. We have an Italian following, and what we're doing is in the next week or so, we're going to be adding international community sections where folks that are from Asia or China or from Latin America will go there and sort of meet their syndicate members and have separate voice channels as well for that, and also have conversions of our white paper in Korean, in Mandarin, in Spanish, and Italian. We're working on that side for sure. And hopefully in the next week or so, you see that side.
Great, great.
Are you a Discord user from before, Udaman?
I used to.
Okay. So you understand it.
Yeah. So I understand, but so I own some of them. Some of the projects only use Discord. They moved from Telegram to Discord, and then I only rely on the information from the Discord because the Telegram groups, some of them are fake, that's scams. So I don't
Yep.
read the information. I only read the information from the Discord channel.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna be the ambassador and for the Korea, just like you're doing for Telegram. You'll be our Discord admin, ambassador, leader for Discord as well. So yeah, we got some good guys. We got Mike. He does Spain. We've got the Italians. We want to get the Italians in here as well. They've got a huge group of investors here at ARK. So yeah, man, we have a lot of. Go ahead.
Little comment on the Discord server. So there are user group in the Telegram. And as you mentioned, some people only use Telegram. Some people only use Discord. I think that's right. So different group of investors, communities are in the Discord. And then for Koreans, the NFT communities, the NFTs are big. It's big in Korea. And then they go to Discord. And then they, in their Discord server, is kind of there's a what is that called? Airdrops, and to qualify the airdrop, they gotta retweet or they gotta do something. There are test lists, and then they basically follows to get that airdrop or mint an NFT, things like that. So there's another group of Koreans. They use Discord for NFT purpose. So it'll be a good one once we have that one.
Oh yeah, I agree. I really do. I think there's going to be so much interaction here that I think Telegram will be a part for a podcast. It'll always be essential, but I feel in the longevity of things, people will appreciate what we do in Discord, especially the NFT community, especially the gaming community. Those are areas we want to grow in. But yeah, I mean, the other thing you demand, if you have, as I said, open a ticket, give us as many suggestions as you want. If one of the suggestions is like the international community, we are working on that, but we would take a bunch of your suggestions because you are pretty interactive that way. So we appreciate your energy.
Right, sure, I will do.
Yes, sir. So this is one thing that I've been sort of working on the last couple of days. So it's great that I can show you all a bit of this. And what the other thing I want to kind of suggest is before I kind of talk about the crypto streets, like Atlas sort of focuses on, I will post all my links and DeFi links. So if whenever you go to crypto streets and you see DeFi links, you'll see things that I want to talk about. So Atlas, could I talk a little bit about Phantom and Andre Cronier, or is there any other updates you want to make?
Yeah, well, I was. Did you see the Gary Gensler sort of warning shots fired that came out today?
Yeah, let's kind of look into it.
Look at it. Yeah, I wanted to see that a little bit about that.
Yeah, let's put it together.
Some people are calling for his job, for his head right now.
Yeah.
There's a couple of weird things.
Yes. With Gensler, here's the thing, like one side, like when the way I was introduced to Gensler was his MIT lectures, right? When we used to go to YouTube and we were learning about DeFi. This is like 2-3 years
Mhm.
ago, at least. When we were learning about DeFi, we would go to MIT lectures and go through Gary Gensler, and at that time I didn't even know he was running for SEC. I didn't know he was going to be governor, but we would be surprised how knowledgeable the guy was about DeFi, about how proof of work and proof of stake works. But since he's taken a role into SEC, I've been like keeping an eye on him even more because I want to see how he interacts with issues like securities versus smart contracts and cryptocurrencies. I want to know how knowledgeable he is, and to know that he's been interacting with Sam Bankman-Fried for a good 6-7 months, that even he was hoodwinked, right? It shows there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you feel the same? Like you feel hoodwinked?
Yes. Hmm.
Because if you are the chair of SEC, you should have Solidity developers as your consultants. You should have computer science folks. You should have a bunch of people at the top of their skill sets, like advising you that, hey, this is a centralized exchange. Hey, this is not how DeFi works. DeFi is about this, this, that. It seems like like his team. I looked into his team, and he only had one cybersecurity guy on his team, on a staff of 11. You're an MIT lecturer, you know. You should be having much more. This is why we hired you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Charles Hoskinson spent a lot of time in DC, but it's clear to me that through these donations that
mm,
his mother, SBF's mother did to the parties, that he was
mm,
able to lobby, right, and get in front of a lot of people and get more access, all the way to. I think Gensler was maybe probably pressured into having these meetings
yeah.
because of those donations, right?
Mm.
Where I don't know. Maybe you could tell me if Charles Hawkins just had as much access as SBF. I know
No,
he definitely tried. He went a lot.
dude, Hoskinson has been working his butt off, dude. Like he's been passing peer to peer. Like he's taking the long route, right? Like I think Ethereum and sort of even how FTX and Crypto.com have done, they've done it through disruption, right? And they just put the product out there. But Hoskinson is one person that's been going through Senate, been going through Congress,
Yeah.
has been going through peer to
Yep.
peer reviews. Like he's taken the long route, but has he been getting the same coverage as SPF? Has he been able to buy lobbies the way SPF has? Maybe not. And this is what this is exposed, that people like Gary Gensler were influenced highly. I don't know if he's admitting it now, but now he's got to come like straight on, and this is why people want Gensler's head, because like when you are SEC chair, and people are coming to you for advice on proof of stake, when people are coming to you for advice on what to do with XRP, you need to have a proper team, a Premier League of a team that understands the many different facets of it. And it seems up till now, what this proven, which is proven, is lobbying wins it all. If you lobby in the right way, then you get influence of Gary Gensler, you get influence of other people in treasury in the chair, and that's so I hope like DeFi exposed. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, look, the mayor of Miami, right? Mike
Mm-hmm.
Diaz, he assembled a team, and
Mm-hmm.
they took their time, and they, launched their token
Bitcoin.
project for the city,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's a clear example, of people really taking the time to get educated and have experts come and help, not just the lobbyists. So it can be done. I think that's a good example of somebody doing it right.
Mm.
But they pick on XRP, like they're picking these battles. It seems like they're spending more energy, wasting more energy in that than to actually sit down and really understand and create structures that I think are beneficial to crypto investors. a lot of this uncertainty and classification of. I mean, I think so far they've only said that Bitcoin is not a security, right? This year.
Yeah. No, actually,
That's
Bitcoin and Ethereum gets the pass, man. Nothing else though.
they said Ethereum also,
Yeah,
because I only
Ethereum's
heard
been.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's for Ethereum, and I mean, Ethereum got the pass as well. This is what XRP are saying. XRP are saying Ethereum, in fact, gets better treatment than we've ever had, and this is why they were able to push forward because they got the validation from SEC. I mean, have you
Yeah.
seen one trial on Ethereum since? Like how many meme
Nope.
coins? How much has happened on Ethereum mainnet? We've seen in front of us.
Heinous debacle. Heinous with the stuff that people have done. Crazy.
Yeah, we've seen robberies, man. We've seen like rug pulls like any day on Ethereum, but the SEC has approved it, and soon you're going to see it as a part of the commitment of traders. It's going to be institutionalized. So that's the argument XRP and all these others have. They're like, you're not treating
Well,
us the same.
they started talking to the big funds, to the big central banks, they were really aggressive into getting business done, and that probably put the target. Once you start messing with and trying to compete with Swift, right? The traditional, ancient rails of transferring of funds, and you can do that cheaper, faster, quicker, and safer
Yeah.
than the current, dinosaur, but that has a lot of power, a lot of money, and a lot of influence on the world scale. So, in a sense, I think they kind of did it to themselves by just getting into a league of at a level, right, that you're asking to have some issues.
I mean, like one thing I want to kind of show people. I mean, because I'm still sharing my screen, fortunately, is the language that's being used because this is something that I've been kind of looking into, and it makes no sense. So this is a few quotes from Gensler today. No, actually Thursday. So he goes, until crypto platforms comply with time-tested securities laws, risks to investors will persist. Now, just here, it kind of shows me how influenced this guy is. I mean, he's still calling cryptocurrencies securities laws, right? Securities are order book models. You cannot like use a cryptocurrency and securities in the same faction. Like it seems that he's still not learned his lessons from XRP, where XRP are winning the race, where they're like, dude, we're a liquidity pool. A liquidity pool works it doesn't work in buys and sells like an order book does. It's not a security. A liquidity pool works much more fluid than you think. So for him to say crypto platforms need to comply with time-tested securities laws is telling me how much he's lacking right now. Then he continues, risks to investors will persist, right? It remains a priority of the SEC to use all our available tools to bring the industry into compliance. Again, he's using the word compliance and securities in the same sort of paraphrase, right? So this is telling me that we still have a lot of time for Gary to and then he's talking like sort of like bandits. He's talking like cowboy stuff here. So he goes, the runway is getting shorter, right? The casinos in this wild west are non-compliant intermediaries. Then he continues here. Proof of reserves is neither a full accounting of assets and liability of a company, nor does it satisfy segregation of customer funds under security laws. The problem is when he says the word proof of reserves, FTX never showed the reserves to him, right? He had about 12 meetings with FBF. 12 meetings. And in 12 meetings, SBF not once showed his proof of reserves of how much they're holding. Now, in the last, you can say 2 to 3 months, you've seen OKX show their proof of reserve. We've seen Binance show their proof of reserve. And what I mean by proof of reserve is showing what tokens they're holding and what their customers and what are their customer bases. And the latest one was Crypto.com to do it. So this is something that he's not understanding. I don't know why. I think what's happened is since he's left MIT, since he stopped fascinating about crypto, he's gone on the other side and has become more of a politician, and is not looking at it from a legitimate point of view, from a utility point of view. Like a person like Gary Gensler should be looking at utility at a different level. So unfortunately, this stuff makes me upset, but I try to explain you the narrative, Atlas. But that's my opinion.
Well, now he's under pressure. Now it's right. Like he's got to save his own skin, and I think probably we're gonna see some pretty aggressive reactions coming out. And I mean, this article is already, I think, the warning shots fired. We can clearly see. But very interesting to understand.
Now, one thing that we got to see, right, is there's CZ of Binance, there's Vitalik Buterin of Ethereum, there's Gavin Woods of Polkadot, there's Charles Hoskinson of Cardano, right? Huge ecosystems. Why is Gary Gensler and the SEC having more meetings with SPF and FTX than anyone else in crypto, right? And why are they discussing with a centralized exchange special regulatory frameworks? This is showing dishonesty, man. Like, if you are like going to be learning and governing cryptocurrencies, why aren't you trying to impose meetings with Vitalik, with Hoskinson, with Gavin Woods? These are the folks that are the founding fathers of cryptocurrencies, right? Of DeFi. And instead you're going for lobbyists, you're going for people that are trying to buy influence. Like, this is stuff that Congressman Tom Emmer kind of tweeted about. Like, these are things that, I mean, Gary Gensler for the past year and a half, he's had a wild past, man. Like, as much as he calls it the wild, wild west, he's had a wild past for many things, for meetings, for regulation, for monitoring things. But the XRP debacle added with the FTX debacle, right? These are things that are showing how exposed the guy is. So if I was to vote, if I was going to do a proof of vote, this guy would not be my governor. Not at all. You haven't met the right people. You've not built your team, man. Like you mentioned the guy, the Miami mayor who created Citicoin. Look what Citicoin have been able to do, man. Just by creating even though it's proof of work, right? It's based on mining. What they've done is they've actually gained enough, you can say, traction through USDT and USDC transactions that they didn't have to take out tax. They didn't have to like gather tax for like road improvements, for traffic light technology, for CCTV measures, for roadworks, for like other improvements to monuments. And that shows you what a great team does. If your team has engineers on it, if your team has folks that understand Binance Smart Chain, that understands proof of work, that understands mining, that's the difference between like creating something that's successful and sustainable over the long run compared to something that's much more bureaucratic. And it shows, and it like it shames me that Gary Gensler has taken the side of bureaucracy over engineering and other facets. But that's what we've learned about Gary this week. He's under pressure now. The way, but yes, you're gonna say something at this. My bad.
No.
I'll carry on then. But yeah, so this is what's happening, guys. Like right now, in crypto, we're going through a bunch of transitions. We're going through understanding that centralized exchanges and having centralized power, having people like SPF, are not the way forward. And DeFi is about proof of vote. We've just elected the DAO, right? The last couple of days within ARK. And there's a reason for this. We want the community. We want we want like you can say illiquid shareholders. We want folks to be a part of all the upcoming, you can say, attractions that we have at ARK, partnerships and the directions we have. So to see that centralized exchanges don't have that, is a big a red flag, and so hopefully DeFi sorts that out. And at the same time, we don't want folks like Gary Gensler in the building. We want people that understand, like the Miami mayor with Citicoin. We want folks that are enthusiastic about and optimistic about cryptocurrencies, and don't keep calling it securities laws and wild west. This is Cowboys sort of Johnny Walker type of Hollywood we can say titles that we don't want. We want real technology. Like, people voted for, I mean, the reason why Bitcoin, Ethereum is at the price it is because that's what people want. People give fundings to things that they want to see in asset class. It's their demand. So for Gary Gensler and others, and I mean, like, compare like how America has taken up cryptocurrency compared to Singapore, compared to the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and places like El Salvador and Costa Rica, right? Like we like America has been really behind things, and it takes a long time for America to catch up to things now. It's because of bureaucracy. So hopefully, like, lessons have been learned this year, not just on FTX and sort of centralized exchange side, but also in the political realm, to say we didn't know better. And the truth is, Atlas, me and you have been there already. Like, we were praising SBF for like the way he was connecting the dots. So we all have something to learn from this year, including the government, including people in ecosystem. So that's a big learning curve. But yeah, so that's one thing I want to kind of share with. So we talked about the SEC, and how Gensler is tackling issues with FTX. The other thing I want folks to kind of, because I've taken a bunch of your time, I've put a link here for what is Phantom. Basically, the guy who created Yearn Finance, if the team here knows, was the reason why we have proof of the reason we had proof of stake and farming mechanisms put into DeFi. So the guy behind Yearn Finance is Andre Cornier, and he left DeFi a year ago because of the meme coin scenes and a bunch of disobedience that took a bit that took permit in DeFi. But recently, in the last 5-6 months, he's been working on Phantom, and because of that, Phantom's price has been stable, and he's made some real big announcements on the 26th of December, just yesterday. So he goes, so this is a quote from him. He goes, overarching objectives over the next 12 months will be towards creating an environment for dApp developers to build out sustainable businesses, right? So real world use case, whilst differentiating ourselves from the other layer one solutions. So he goes, basically, we're going to be looking to work with the real world and work differently from the layer twos and layer ones that currently exist. So what I want folks to do is a bit of homework. I'm going to tell you guys to go into DeFi links on Discord, right? Go to DeFi links, and there's a Coin Market Cap article that I've put on called "What is Phantom? A Guide to Phantom's Ecosystem." So I want folks to kind of read up on this and see what Phantom Wallet is all about, what's its IDO launchpad, how the ecosystem works, and what's the consensus mechanism. And what's its dApp use case? How to buy Phantom off Binance, how to deposit into a Phantom wallet, how to basically, you can say, learn its marketplace, understand what its dexes are, understand the ecosystem a little bit more, and at the same time understand what dexes are being used here, and also so Spirit Swap is something that I kind of used in the last, like, you can say 3 to 4 months. It's a pretty good dex, and Beethoven's is another big dApp. The other thing that I found really nice about Phantom is its NFT marketplace called PaintSwap. So it's something that maybe and it's staking, and the native tokens called Brush, which is pretty cool. So yeah, do learn about Phantom ecosystem a little bit. Study Andre Cronier and his moves. Follow him on Twitter, and study the Phantom ecosystem a little bit better. So that's my News done for the day, Alice. So I'm gonna unshare my screen now. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you. And thank you for posting that article. I think it'll be definitely worth a read and understand what they're doing as we do have our own, um, you know, broader, bigger plan that ties into layer one as well. So I'll definitely be checking it out. So thank you, Z. And is there anybody who has a question or a comment before we conclude tonight's podcast? We've been here, I think, for about like 2 hours tonight. And let's see. Anyone have a question? Comment? All right.
Just
So
a quick comment before you leave, before
yes,
we begin.
yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm watching the Spark reward growth, and then I just see since the day one, today is the day 8. The growth of ARK reward percent is 272%. So this is awesome. So first day 3261 ARK was rewarded. Today 121.45 ARK was rewarded. So it's amazing how fast the reward is growing.
It sure is, man. Great math there. I hadn't thought of it in those terms, but that's massive. We see it here, but yeah, when you put it into percentages, I think it even sends a bigger message, man. So yeah, fantastic what's happening here with Spark. We have 2,182 wallets already in the system. It's only been 8 days, so a lot of growth ahead. A lot of things that we will continue to do here, and we're looking forward to it. So we thank all of you folks for coming and spending time with us here tonight. We will be back tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. EST, 11 p.m. UTC. And for those folks who are listening to the recording at a later time, thank you also for spending time here with us. And hopefully you got some information, some knowledge, education, and maybe you're the lucky winner of the Spark Rewards for tonight. Can't wait to do this again tomorrow. Thank you all. We wish you a wonderful night. Hope you're enjoying the holidays with your family and being safe. Take care.